we go. Howdy, folks. Howdy. I was going to say howdy ho, folks, and it just kind of came out that way. It is Sunday, whatever the hell day it is in November, the 17th. I might have said 18th in the videos I recorded earlier today. Did I say 18th? Let me check that. I usually... No, I think I said 17th. Oh, well, if I said 18th, I'll let you guys jump all over me and correct what I said in the comments. Graham Harper's here. Zach McNally, Cam, Marge, Sebastian, Canadian Vasily, Eva, Sheena Roberts, Johnny B, Marge, Who's Ja, Wesley, Jennifer Gala, as my mouse stops working, Jacques Vivian Johnson, Canadian Vasily. We've got like 4 or 5 mods in the house already. Gertej, Mohit, and everyone else, thank you so much for tuning in. RMX of Nothing. It's going to be a bit of a subdued stream. I had a drink or two Friday, and then I watched the Netflix fight. Although that co-main event with those two ladies was pretty fucking awesome. And then elder abuse happened as Jake Paul gave Mike Tyson some mercy and didn't murder him in the ring. And then last night, I went to a restaurant, had a drink and a meal. It was pretty awesome. Then I went to a bar called The Piston near Ossington and Bloor. They were having a 90s night. A couple of cool DJs. One of them recognized me, so whoever you are, it was good to see you. A great event. I'll probably be back. But yeah, I think every third Friday they have a 90s night there. It was a lot of fun, but I did a lot of drinking. So tonight, we're not going to drink or do anything. But I have a special drink tonight, one that's kind of hard to get your hands on. I have a very special bubbly or bubbly. This is a Mary Berry sparkling water beverage with a Christmas theme to it. You can see where there's green on the can. So cheers to everyone out there. There's even a green pull tab, which you cannot see because I use a green screen. Hopefully this doesn't explode all over the keyboard. I ordered this case like 2 weeks ago and it was like not in stock, and it came like a few days ago, and I thought I'll save it for the stream. So here we go. Jennifer Gala says, love that thumbnail. Is that Doug Ford? I can tell you the story behind the thumbnail in a second, but cheers. Let's try the Buble Mary Berry sparkling water. It tastes pretty much like every other bubbly. It's good. Not too different. Nothing to rave about, but I would definitely not be disappointed if this was the only flavor I had to drink from now until eternity of bubbly. Susan says, cheers, Mary drinking. Zuzka says, what up, Johnny? Happy Sunday. What up to you? So Jennifer Gala asked about the thumbnail. I tried to create Doug Ford like digging up bike lanes in an AI image generator, and it was like, you can't specify actual people. So I had to describe Doug Ford. And I thought for the hell of it, we'll have him eating a cheeseburger. So it was between going with either this one for the thumbnail or this one. This one looks a little bit more like Rob Ford. Obviously, I described him physically, and I was like, how can I make it look like Doug Ford? So I put him in a suit. I gave him dirty blonde hair, and I told him to slick it back. And I told him to, you know, look pretty roughed up, late 50s, and they made him look a little young here. Chris Mills says looks like Chris Farley. Yeah, it wouldn't age him very well, but that is yeah, I mean, the body is spot on, right? Jelly Beat says bad dye job. RMX of Nothing says pretty accurate. Christina says, why would Ford have the authority to make changes to Toronto? Where is your mayor? Well, when you have a 2-inch dick and you have a personal vendetta against the city of Toronto, he can do what he wants. The city is a creature of the province, unfortunately. So really, there is no pushback the city can do if the province wants to put the gauntlet down on anything. But this bill 212, the bike lane issue is really just a smokescreen for the real issue. There was an excellent video I watched on that about just how downright shady and disturbing this bill is, and how the whole media has latched on to the bike lane issue, which is like a fraction of a percent of the actual bill. It's pretty scary stuff. But anyways, yeah, that's the story behind the thumbnail. Jellybean says, "We can't see you." What the hell would anyone want to see me? Yeah, totally out of it. Greg Keating says, "Good evening, folks." Good evening, Greg Keating and everyone else. Had kind of a busy weekend because Friday I made the video that was on the Strides channel this morning. Then I went out. Last night I was partying it up all night. I did the live stream right before that. We had a pretty fun live stream. And oh yeah, I mentioned this on the live stream, but I got a brand new DJI Pocket 3 camera. My old one, the gimbal malfunctioned. I sent it in for a warranty repair. They quoted me $90 US. I was like, whatever, that's way cheaper than a new camera. I paid it, and then they just sent me a brand new camera in the box, different serial number and everything. So thank you, DJI. Everything works perfectly. I've tested it out. But you'll notice this camera can do this. I can flip this piece sideways, but look at my other camera, the one that I've been using. This is now my main Pocket 3. But if I turn it sideways, it just clacks back down. It will not stay horizontal. So I'm thinking maybe we send this into DJI for service, and maybe I'll get a whole new camera out of it. This is clearly, like, I don't care. I never ever use it like this. I always use it like this. It's just more discreet. But technically it's not working properly, right? So I think it's worth sending this into DJI. I sent the other one in on a Monday, and I got it back Friday. So hopefully the same kind of service can happen. Tiana says, "Johnny, I met Vasily in Toronto this morning." Awesome. Ready Eddie says you shouldn't be doing that unless you only want to do TikToks. Yeah, but the cool thing is I leave it vertical, but I record horizontal. There's a setting where you can do that. I just think like this, it's just too noticeable. Like anyone, it just turns heads and people start looking over your shoulder at what you're doing. When it's like this and I turn the brightness all the way down, and sometimes I even have the screen time out and go black, I can always tap it to wake it up. It's just a lot more discreet. And you'll notice my last two streams had no connection issues. I have finally cracked the hardest code of the DJI Pocket 3, getting it to live stream on a connection that doesn't get interrupted using two different providers. So I think this is now my permanent live streaming device. I like the quality better. I like streaming with it better. And on New Year's, when everyone's connections are dying because they're all in one network, we're going to keep going. David says, "Is the DJI camera okay in light rain?" Yeah, I've had mine get rained on a whole lot of times. Maybe that's why the other one died. I don't know, but yeah, I'm willing to pay that price. If they get a little wet, so be it. I also have a bunch of these old Pocket 2s I can use if it's like really coming down. I can just switch to one of these, except for a live stream. Yeah, I actually like this case, Jennifer Gall. I got this from AliExpress, but that's enough nerdy geek talk. Jellybean says, "Johnny MacGyver's." So what's up with you guys? What's new? Let's pull up a web browser since I'm still very clearly recovering from last night. Yeah, I got really hungover. I did not feel good today. But I just had my Chipotle before this. Ready Eddie says that's a cool case. I find the one that comes with it to be too big. Yeah, I don't like this big honking case. Johnny, can you look down at your shirt and spell out the word attic for us? No, I will not do that. I guess you want me to say TT. That is just about the lamest joke I've ever heard. Mike T says the Steelers won again. And the Bills won. They snapped the Kansas City Chiefs' undefeated winning streak. And John Jones won last night as well. Did you win anything playing the Hammer game? No. Other than a lot of pride for whatever the hell that was. When did that happen last night? Right at the end of the stream, right?
Chance to win a free
go ahead,
PS5.
man.
Where do they answer?
So they have to, any picture, they just got to
PlayStation hashtag.
And then hashtag play has no limit.
All right, Youngest C is loving. Thanks for the $5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna embarrass. No, it's YouTube.
Oh, YouTube?
Nice.
Can you hold that?
Yeah,
Sorry.
sure, absolutely.
I'm gonna embarrass the hell out of myself. I screwed up here. I went
Can I type it in the chat?
Sure.
You're gonna show chat.
Oh, this thing's light. I went before they said go. Is this it? Yeah.
Oh, let's count you down. We gotta count you down.
Oh, sorry. See, I went before the countdown.
1. Oh, chat, you see that? Chat, did you see that? Yay.
Close?
Yeah, no, you did it all.
I did it?
Yes.
What do I win? Nothing?
So basically, if you actually want to enter this giveaway, I just sent it in the chat right there. But you just gotta tag PlayStation CA, and then hashtag play has no limit.
All right, but that's just the key. You just need leverage.
No, exactly, and then precision.
It's not. See, watch this guy.
Right over to the O.
He didn't do it.
It was like halfway over the O.
That guy is probably way bigger and way stronger than me, and he didn't do it. I remembered watching a video where Will Tennyson set up this street strength contest.
This is the High Strike Hammer, a strongman game that's the ultimate.
28.
He was 62.
Oh my goodness.
And like all these big strong dudes like could not do it.
You wanna go first? Okay, what's your name?
I'm Julian.
Julian? Have you ever hit a hammer
But
before?
at one point, this
Okay,
old
what's
dude
going through your
rocks
mind? Like,
up.
what are you gonna like? Who is
I'm
this
trying to
right
see if
now?
I can see it.
Me.
It's. Oh. Whoa, Jesus, Murphy.
My bad.
You wanna try? Oh yeah.
Where's the guy who did it?
Oh come on.
12 hours running around
Oh,
all
look,
day.
all these
Yeah.
big
Just let it
strong
out.
dudes.
This is therapy,
couldn't do
right?
it.
Yeah. Come on. Oh! Enjoy that double.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
appreciate
You wanna try? Sure. Girl, these people's attitudes are. Come on. We're casting for a Thor reboot. Are you good with the hammer?
I don't.
Do it, but I'll...
With that attitude.
Anyways, I can't find the part, but one like really old dude came and he just rocked up to it and he did it. And I basically copied his technique. Everyone's trying to like swing over their arm when really you just want to go back and just create a giant pendulum and come straight down. So if you're ever doing one of these things with the hammer, you can outsmart all these big buff, brawny, juiced up muscle dudes by just incorporating good technique. That's all. And holy shit, we have 242 people watching. Thank you guys. I'll cheers the Mary Berry Bubbly. Just reading some of the chat. Unknown says, did you go to the Taylor Swift concert? No, I didn't. I put up a poll. Did you watch Tyson versus Paul on Friday? 20% of you said yes. 6% of you tried, but Netflix was ass. 66% of you said no. And quite alarmingly, 7% of you wear Velcro shoes. 7% of you. What is wrong with you? Mike T says, I'm sure the old guy did this well. wasn't on the payroll or anything. He probably just used an axe and knew what he was doing. He wasn't that old, but it was clearly just all technique. But anyways, Will Tennyson.
This is the high strike hammer.
This is actually in Markham. That's in Unionville. This guy's a... Oh, he did it with the punching bag, too. But a lot of his content is, like, set in the Toronto area. So I find it kind of well done and interesting. Devin says, I can tear thick phone books in half, too. It's not that impressive. There's probably a technique. Drew misses Velcro shoes. They were so much quicker. All of my shoes, I never untie. I just slide them on and off. I always get them to that point where I can just slide them on and off. Whose Jaw says, for real, Netflix was trash at streaming. Like they knew how many people. I don't think they did know how many people were going to watch. Something like 60 million people tuned in. I bet they had that like exceeded their wildest imagination of how many people are going to tune in. Because before the fight, everyone I talked to was like not that interested in it. Then all of a sudden, the night of the fight, you know, you're checking your phone, and it seems as if everybody is doing it, is watching it. But yeah, the co-main event was pretty awesome with Katie Taylor, but the main event was basically 2 rounds of Mike Tyson sort of looking okay, then 6 rounds of Mike Tyson looking like a 58-year-old man, and Jake Paul just not knocking him out. So yeah, it was shit. It was not a good fight, but good for Mike Tyson for getting $20 million just for showing up. Chris Mills' favorite was the lame commentators. Hey, one of those commentators, Mauro Ranallo, is Canadian, and he's a legendary commentator. And he also has, or he suffers, or he's bipolar. I don't know the correct way to. I put Roro. That's how you know I'm out of it. Mauro Ranallo, Canadian sports commentator. He is currently signed as play-by-play announcer with an MMA organization, Bellator. I don't think he is. I think Jimmy Smith went back to Bellator. But yeah, he does a lot of big boxing matches. He's an awesome commentator. I actually really like him. Rosie Perez, I don't even think she knows what boxing is. Like, she was awful. What was she doing there? I don't know. Gertej says he used to do WWE commentary. Yes, he did. Mike Tyson in the house says it's interesting how many people forgot your own history. Yeah. Evander Holyfield looked like he was dead. Evander Holyfield, he wasn't like Mike. At one point, he couldn't even like hear what they were saying, or like his mic didn't work, something like that. I don't know. It was a first effort for Netflix, I guess. Katie Taylor was headbutting like crazy. Says, you know, Katie Taylor won that fight. The headbutts were incidental to, if you watch it. Those commentators were super, super duper fucking biased. But if you go on like the boxing subreddit forum, the consensus is like Katie Taylor won that clearly. And it was pretty shitty of the commentators who are speaking to a whole audience of people who don't really know boxing, telling them, oh, she was headbutting like crazy. She was fighting dirty. She shouldn't have won. Well, no, the judges knew what they were doing. They got it right. Ian McLeod says, bring back Howard Costello.
This is the high strike.
Phuket Walk says that women's fight was good. That was great. And the Michael Chandler, Charles Oliveira fight was bloody amazing last night, too. I don't know if Chandler was really hitting him in the back of the head so much as to the side of the head, but Cam says, how many Bublés do you have in your fridge right now? I've got 3 cases, and I've got 2 more cases that just arrived, so I'm good for next week. I probably drink about 7 or 8 of these in a day, which isn't too bad, I guess. It's kind of an addiction, but you want to be drinking lots of water, right? So what else? Oh, do you want to know something disturbing? I did not know this. Well, I probably knew this. Tiana says pop is so bad for you. This is just carbonated water. This is good for you. This is good for you. This video showed up in my feed. Taylor Swift fans demanded this analysis, but are we all prepared for the results? What this guy did was he layered the audio from 2 of her concerts, one on like the 8th in Tokyo and another one on the 9th. And note for note, it was identical. Like, she was not singing. She was lip syncing. Like, it's not that just that they sound the same, but if you do like the audio analysis, the audio signature was exactly the same. Like, I don't even think she was singing on top of like a background track. It was just pure straight up lip synced. So, I mean, yeah, if you're spending thousands of dollars going to the Toronto concert, Jennifer Gallus says, yes, that's obvious. Well, see, I've always gone to like rock concerts. And a lot of like musicians that I've gone to live have like a different sound signature live than they do on their recordings. Like Billy Corgan for Smashing Pumpkins, Dave Grohl, like those guys sound totally different live than they do. Like Green Day kind of sounds the same. Weezer kind of sounds the same, but a lot of them don't. And yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of pre-recorded stuff in concerts. If you don't like her, you don't have to say she lip syncs. She does lip sync though. I mean, I don't have an opinion on her one way or the other, but
so that's what's happening with
this guy did like an analysis though as proof that she was lip syncing. Johnny, you were on the same floor near me and Liam in the Eaton Center on Wednesday. Yeah, I did that Christmas tree unveiling. I'll be back doing a Christmas walk through the Eaton Center. That video did pretty well. The underground path in Eaton Center, 9.2K views already. Billy T says she can't sing. I'm sure she can sing, but going like 3 hours several times a week probably just doesn't, I don't know. Trust me, Billy, compared to me, she can sing, says Devin. Greg says, what is in bubbly compared to Coke? Ingredients. Carbonated water, natural flavor. There is no sugar in here. There is no sweetener in here. I think the whole thing has like 1 calorie in it, so it's fine. It's fine. We don't have to believe your opinion, though. I was there. It's not an opinion. She was lip syncing. Like, that's not an opinion. That's a fact. That's like, it's like gravity, right? You can't deny the existence of gravity or evolution. These things are facts. Like, you like her, great. She was lip syncing. A lot of pop artists do that, apparently. JD says you can't sing 6 shows in a row. Yeah, you'd probably, I don't know. I don't know anything about this, but I did play that video. I heard she trains by singing her entire set list while running on a treadmill. I don't know. I think most pop stars, was it Ashley Simpson who was caught lip syncing on Saturday Night Live when like someone screwed up and played her track? Oops. I'm out of it and hungover when I try to drink my drink upside down. What else? Oh, if you're planning on buying anything coming up, maybe wait. I think all the Black Friday sales start this week. Probably on Amazon. Yeah, Ashley Simpson, SNL, lip sync fail. This is like the most famous lip sync fail ever.
Once again, Ashley Simpson.
On a Monday, I'm waiting.
See, they started playing it before. Yeah, I don't know. That happens. That happens. I don't want to play any more of that because I'll probably get copyrighted and have my thing shut down. Oh well. Oh well. Jennifer Gallus says, in the States, the Samsung S90C 65-inch is $999 at Best Buy. That's a crazy deal. That's like a very, very good TV, right? One of the best you can get for like why would anyone not buy it? It's a super bright OLED too. Devin says, I'm excited for the flood of used stuff to bring down prices post Black Friday deals. I have an app called, what's the app called? It's called Keepa. And what you can do is you can look up an item on through the app on Amazon, and it'll give you the price history of the item. So if it's on sale, it'll tell you how often it goes on sale, and it'll tell you the prices it's been on sale for, and it'll tell you like the highest it's ever sold for and the lowest it's ever sold for. So if you're ever on the fence for like buying like kind of a big ticket item, if something's like $30, who cares if it's like $2 or $3 off, right? But for bigger ticket items, you can save a lot of money, like just using that app, because if something goes on sale like once or twice a month, which a lot of items do, they're either on sale or not, and it just flip-flops. Like Sony headphones, they're 400 one week and then they're 600 the next, and then they just go back and forth. If you use the app, you can kind of guess like, all right, this is going to go on sale again, I don't need to buy it. So I think it's cool. Devin says, yeah, and Amazon won't show you that data. Yeah, I don't think Amazon would show you that data. They're happy to tell you, though, when something's like on sale and rub it in your face. But when something's normal price, they're not going to be like, hey, you should wait. Just Smitty says, does OLED still have burn-in risks? It's very minor. I'm not worried about it. I play a lot of YouTube on mine. There's pixel shifting built in. They've vastly improved the technology from that point of view. Like, if you're watching CNN all day, yeah, you'll probably get burn-in. But other than that, I don't think so. Julie says, did you hear apparently Amazon has or is starting a low-cost item called Amazon Haul to compete with Temu and Shen? Delivery will be 1 to 2 weeks. I have not heard that. The only reason Temu and like AliExpress and stuff can sell stuff so cheap is because the Chinese government is subsidizing the shipping to North America. That's the only reason. And almost everything from like Temu is dog shit. Like think of the worst quality item you've ever got from a dollar store, and that's like the best quality item you'll ever get from Temu. It's just like instant landfill. I wouldn't even bother buying anything from there. Jennifer Gala says, there's no problem. I use my computer on it. No burn-in. Yeah, our phones use OLED screens, right? Like, this thing is, like, I have the always on display activated too. Like, my screen never turns off no matter what. It is always on. I don't have any issues. Phuket Walk says, and a lot of the products are unusable. Yeah, and who's going to go through the trouble of, like, returning a $3 item to China, right? I don't know. I'm just reading some of your chats. Reguito 989. Hey Johnny, I like your Strides YouTube channel for the work that you do showing us everywhere in Toronto. Much appreciated. I like watching your videos. Reguito, thank you for the 989. Cheers to you. Thank you very much, Reguito. Canadian Vasily doesn't like it. Always turned on. I do. I like just being able to glance at it and see the time. Also, I like always having the fingerprint scanner on there. I like being able to unlock it as it failed there. The only time I had burn on was your Galaxy Note 8. My Galaxy Note 1 has pretty bad burn in, but that's because I used it as like a clock for quite a while. I repurposed it. Yeah, so what is this? Oh, no. Oh, by the way, Henry from Toronto Tech and Transit, he should be back on his channel. He had a problem with it. He should be back up and running, I think, early this week, if you're waiting on Henry going live again. Devin says, I've only seen burn-in on plasmas. Oh, early OLEDs had burn-in. And rear projection CRTs.
Hey Johnny, I like your Strides YouTube channel for the work that you do showing us everywhere in Toronto. Much appreciated. I like watching your videos.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you guys want to shop with me? I certify almost all of these products are absolute shit on a stick. The Amazon Basics small compact umbrella. No, the Repel umbrella. This brand is terrible. It's literally called Repel, windproof travel umbrellas. I've been through like 7 of them. They all just blow inside and out. Inside out. The first gust of wind. I've had the Gorilla Grip. I haven't tried this Chakapee one that claims to be windproof. There's another bullshit. They call it lifetime replacement. Maybe I should cash, but the thing is, when my Repel umbrellas break, it's like, do I really want another one? Here's one. Travel umbrella. This is all bullshit. All of these umbrellas will like blow inside out with like the slightest gust of wind. I don't even know how they're allowed to market it this way. But anyways, I'm probably gonna buy one because I need an umbrella now. Maybe I'll get this inverted umbrella. Does anyone have a link to an umbrella that actually works in the wind? Action Kid says all of my repel umbrellas have broken. Yeah, Action Kid, cheers to you. I've seen you've started walking again. Awesome. Action Kid back at it on 2 feet. Good to see, Action Kid. Does anyone have an umbrella recommendation that won't cost $1 million that will actually hold up to the wind? I can't figure this out. This should be something so easy, but I always like as soon as we hit wind, my umbrella, like, it doesn't just go inside out. They go inside out and then they break. The little metal things like snap and then they're useless. Glenny says Fulton umbrellas. I think someone recommended that to me once. I don't think they're on. Oh, there it is. I don't want anything with a hook. Fulton open and close travel umbrella. Are these really windproof? Cam says you could use a poncho and then my camera will get destroyed. Little XO. Hi, Little XO. They're the clear ones the Queen used so that the plebs could. JD says tote. Are these things windproof? Pattern. They didn't put that in the marketing. Made in China. It's like any other umbrella. Made in China, just overpriced. Someone says totes. Totes umbrella. Totes. Ultra clear open umbrella. Are these really going to be windproof? You have a phone umbrella you don't use. I tried that. It doesn't like stick on. It's very awkward in the rain. It's a neat idea, but it doesn't work for keeping the camera dry. Yeah, here, like the rappel ones, they've got this other layer on top, right? So there's like a gap that lets the air through, but it still doesn't work. I don't know. What'd you do on Sunday night? Oh, I watched some idiot search for umbrellas. Compact umbrella, windproof, folding travel umbrella. Yeah, I don't know. I give up. I give up. If you're watching this, leave me a comment if you know. I guess I'm willing to spend on this damn thing. I guess I'm willing to spend some actual money and get one that actually works. Because I'm tired of spending like 20, 30, 40 bucks and the piece of shit always breaks like right away. Devin says the really hard ones break. The really hard ones to break are 130, but you can basically fight off a mugger with one. I also want it to like fold up and be compact. I don't know. What a lame way to spend our Sunday night. Lorraine says maybe a golfing umbrella. Yeah, but then I'm an asshole for walking down a sidewalk in a busy city with a giant umbrella that's going to be poking everyone's eye out, right? I don't know. Sears store is good, says Carl. Leave me a comment if you have a recommendation for a good umbrella that'll survive the wind. You should invent one, then sell the patent for zillions. Except, I don't know what I'm doing. Robert says when you buy cheap shit, they break. 30 bucks is not that cheap for an umbrella, though, especially when it's, like, marketed. You know what? Someone did once send me a link to one. I think they emailed me a long time ago. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find it. You should get an umbrella from Blunt. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. Phuket Walk says Pocket 3 needs an umbrella. I'm not too worried. Mine have been like wet to the point of being drenched a lot of times. There's really no avoiding that. Boxing Day umbrella sale. Maybe we'll wait. Maybe we'll wait. I just put Rain-X on your windshield and stay completely dry. That would work. That would work. Wind River umbrella from Mark's Work Warehouse says, all right, this will be the last of the umbrella. Isn't it just Mark's now? I think they're... Yeah, it's just Mark's. You said Wind River umbrella. Weatherproof, windproof canopy golf. Yeah, that's way too big though. One person should not be walking in a busy city with that. You're just going to be like poking eyes out like crazy. Weatherproof auto open close umbrella. It's only $25 and it has 1 star. Devin says golf umbrellas will pick you up and toss you. I'm just not a fan of... Whenever I see one person with a giant umbrella on a narrow sidewalk, I just get into fuck you mode. And like, I'm not moving for you. And if I have to push your umbrella, I will do that. I don't know. I think that's not cool to be that person. But, you know, unless they're like... raising it so you can go underneath, but if they're not getting out of your way, fuck you. That's my attitude to those people. Hi Johnny and all. The dome-like umbrellas are the most resistant to inversion. All right, last one. Dome umbrella. Clear bubble umbrella. Totes clear. Someone said totes. Maybe this is what they meant. You know what? That might work because I could kind of... I don't know. Should we get these? Clear 2-pack. $57. No, I'm not getting this one. I'm not getting the bubblegum one. Someone did recommend totes. The weather station. Rain umbrella. Maybe I'm going to have to try this style of umbrella. This one's $11. Auto open fashion. I don't like the fact that the word fashion is included with an umbrella. Clear umbrellas for rain. I don't know. Maybe. Kitty M's Canada says that's the one I have, the clear style. All right, we'll put that on the back burner. Anyways, let's go to the Toronto subreddit. Is there a Dora the Explorer version? Maybe. Apparently, I was out recording a few videos, but there was a little bike ride to protest the province today on Danforth. I think they rode to Queen's Park. That's Astoria, so this is in Greektown, and everyone is riding west. That would have been cool to take part of. I think there's going to be one again this coming Saturday at 2 p.m. I'm going to try to be a part of that one. I'm going to try to either live stream it or make it a video. I think that'll be worth doing. And they had a police escort as well, which is cool. So if you're wondering why are these people running the red lights, they're literally just being escorted through. So quit your whining. If you, like me, live on Danforth and in Brad Bradford's riding, that guy is a colossal piece of shit. Please let him know that you support these bike lanes and are against Bill 212. You can reach him here. Councillor Bradford at Toronto CA. He voted to tear up the bike lanes, voted to support Bill 212, and voted against expanding them to Parkside Drive, where lots of deaths have taken place. He is an incredibly anti-cyclist councillor, but he ignores my emails. Maybe you'll have luck. Yeah, I don't know. That guy is a sack of shit as a councillor. Toronto hotel tax bump. We need to make sure they share the wealth. Chow says as Swifties send room rates skyrocketing. I don't really know much about that. Some black and white photos from the city. That is Commerce Court North with One King West behind it. Jumbo TV says he is the worst. I was so glad when he lost and got his butt handed to him in the mayoral election. Yeah. He's like a hypocrite. Has anyone ever pivoted like as hard as him? Like just a complete two-face. JD says, oh, I shouldn't have. These are kind of neat photos. Moody, I guess. Black and white in the financial district. I walked for 76 kilometers and bussed 40 kilometers from University of UFT SG. Is that Scarborough? To U Waterloo with 2 strangers from the internet. That's pretty cool. Cam says, is that Rob Ford in your... No, it's just a random guy I described. I tried to make it look like Doug Ford, but it came out looking a little more like Chris Farley. Toronto wants to ban paid plasma clinics. I don't even know what that is. Hey, Toronto, in 6 hours, your Argonauts are playing in the 111th Grey Cup tonight, and we would love to have you all join us in our CFL to watch. So 6 p.m. EST... And it is 10 all. I had the game on. I was truthfully watching the Bills game, and then I switched over to the CFL, and then I had to start this. What channel is it on my totally legit and not at all dishonest IPTV service? Ooh, very nice. There we go. Toronto 10, Winnipeg 10. 8:03 left in the third. They've got the ball in the Toronto 53. Go Argos. Woo! How one wheelchair user feels about the prospect of losing bike lanes. This was kind of touching. But this guy, Oda Ali Anizi, added an attachment to his wheelchair that let him navigate the city. And I think it brought more of a sense of purpose and dignity to his life. And of course, Doug Ford can't have that. Tuxedo Cat rescued, Lakeshore East and Coxwell Avenue. Oh, I was hoping there'd be a picture there. Young in college, facing West Down College. West Down College. West along College. College goes east-west in 1875. That's a neat picture. It looks rural, right? That's like downtown Toronto. Carl says, what's on tap this evening drink-wise? No, I had way too much to drink over the weekend. Marge says, George just sent you a super on PayPal. Let me see. George S., I don't want to give your last name out if you don't want to share it, has sent you $7.09 on PayPal for family. George S., thank you so much for the support and the PayPal. Much appreciated. Steven says, I guess no one cares about Canadian football. JD says CFL. Hey, football traces its roots to Canada just as much as it does to the US. The first ever game, I think, was between like Montreal and Harvard. Oh, the Argos recovered. They've got it on like the 16. They recovered a fumble off a punt. Go Argos. Randy Ruck says, I'm watching the game. I love the sweet baby blue helmets. Pretty sweet, sick unis. We're competing with the Argos tonight. Are you... Let's make that a question. Are you... You can let me know if you're watching or following along with the Grey Cup. Football is played on a field. Who said football was played on a court? Andrew W says the Toronto Argos are the oldest sports team in North America. Yes, didn't they start life as like a rugby team that evolved with the sport and eventually became the Canadian Football League franchise that we know today? And you know what? I'm of the opinion if Toronto got an NFL team, the Bills aren't moving to Toronto anymore, by the way, since they're getting their own stadium. But if the NFL came to Toronto, I think that would be good for the Argos. Like, they don't draw a whole lot of fans anyways, just a lot of hardcore fans. That attendance isn't really going to dip. If anything, like, the general interest in football will go up. And the fact that we have, like, an affordable option, they'll be kind of like the Marlies are to the Leafs. Yeah, I don't know. I think it would be good for the Argos if the NFL came to town. I don't think it would be like a nail in their coffin. Like, the franchise doesn't have an impressive draw as it is, and it stays afloat. Just my opinion, but I think we could easily sustain both teams. We could probably have like 4 NHL teams if it came to it, given the support for that sport. Here's that video I watched. The bike lane removals are bad. The rest of Bill 212 is worse. I'll put a link to this. This video, it's long, but it's very, very, very disturbing. If you're wondering what's going on with Bill 212, Dirt Whedon Durden says touchdown. Sopik. Who is Sopik? I was looking the other way when I... Hey, I know they're going to get a touchdown on this play because someone told me touchdown, and my feed is totally delayed. There we go, touchdown. $50 tips for job well done. Paper and highlighters. Cities can still help protect. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even read tonight, but Argos would get Taylor Swift audience numbers. LOL. Hey, when the Argos moved into the Skydome in like the late 80s, early 90s, it was like pretty packed. I had season tickets for 1 year during the Doug Flutie era. My aunt got me and my brother season tickets 1 year for Christmas. That was pretty awesome. We went to a bunch of games. I quite enjoyed it. We wouldn't go together. We would take turns like bringing our friends. But Arbuckle doing well in the backup role. But yeah, check this video out. Not now. You want to watch the stream? But it was a solid video. Can you give us a TLDR about what else is wrong with Bill 212? Well, basically, it lets the government fast track building the new Highway 413 they're building without any environmental assessments. It lets them expropriate land from you without any warning. So when the government says, hey, you got to be out of your house on this day, there's nothing you could do. Even if that was like a month from now, you are out. It gives them absolute power and absolute control over a lot of elements relating to building this highway, which, by the way, is going to be a tolled highway. The government has never denied it. And if you read the bill, it lays out the infrastructure for broadband along the highway. Why do they need that? For tolls? This is Highway 407 all over again. It's going to be a private tolled highway sold off to corporate interests by our piece of shit, Doug Ford. Just watch the video. It'll summarize so much better than I could right now just what an absolute grift this is. And the smoke screen is the bike lanes. That's what the media is running. Like, Doug Ford probably doesn't give a shit about the bike lanes. It's a nice distraction. He put a pie chart in the video, actually.
And
So this red sliver here is how much of the bill is about bike lanes. Yet, if you read anything in the media or anything online, all you hear about is this is the bike lane bill, right? But no, it's only this much of the bill. It's, yeah, I don't know. You'll get pissed off just watching this. Someone said when Harold Ballard owned the Argo team, that was exciting. Did Ballard own it? That must have been a long, long time ago. I remember when John Candy, Wayne Gretzky, and Bruce McNall owned the Argos. And then there was an exciting prospect coming out of college called Rocket Ismail, and they offered him far more money than the NFL did. I think he was drafted by the Raiders, and Raheem Ismail came to the Argos, and he stomped on a dude's head one game and got suspended. But anyways, Doug Ford doesn't care about you. Well put. Watch this video by Ben Durham.
So we were biking here in Verdun.
Yeah, this is the same guy who found the video that Doug Ford doesn't want
Here's
you to
how
see.
I uncovered a video.
Pointed to
That TV Ontario tried to bury, which is kind of suspicious, where he rides a bicycle and like just goes on about the virtues of having protected bike lanes with Jagmeet Singh of all people.
I've been doing the boring task.
Anyways, really, really good video. Really, it makes me, I don't know. I'll just not say that. What else do we have here? Toronto the Good, Taylor Swift edition. I was riding the subway before our first show, and it was full of people clearly heading to the show dressed up or suitcase in hand, but many of them seemed to be almost comically out of place and nervous. Imagine a small town person coming to the big city for the first time and riding that scary subway. Yeah, I think it was awesome that this happened. It brought so many people into the city, and it was such like a fun and festive atmosphere. Like, I'm not hating on it. I thought it was cool. I liked it. I'm not going to the concert. I'm not a fan of it, or of her, but I thought it was really cool. Carl says Ballard owned the Argo team and they won during his first year. Yes, neat. Doug Ford is the Mitch McConnell of Canada, by the sound of it. Jagmeet is an avid biker. He proposed something, wasn't it like no tax on like food? Like from the grocery store or something like that? I don't know. He's not going to win, but good idea. Pierre, Justin, take notes. That's a good idea. New affordable housing units open in Toronto as major gap remains. A photo of some graffiti that I took 10 years ago today. It's still very relevant, unfortunately. We can't afford this. That graffiti is probably long gone. Action Kid says, trying to spot the real Taylor Swift in the midst of all the lookalikes must be hard. I bet a Taylor Swift fan could spot Taylor Swift. Isn't she tall? Isn't she like 5'10" or something? Hey, Google, how tall is Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift is 5 feet 10 inches tall, which is equivalent to 1.78 meters.
Yeah, so she is 1 inch shorter than me. And in heels, she's probably way taller than me. Toronto plans to install signs blaming Doug Ford for traffic. Good. She the Pope. Toronto was mocked for Taylor Swift's police motorcade. Here's why. I don't think it was that bad. To the person who bought my coffee at Tim's this morning, thank you. Yeah, this is what happened. This was why people were in such an uproar when Taylor Swift was... Keep in mind, this looks really bad, but this is not that bad. The police just block off the highway in little sections. So it's actually creating kind of a minimal delay. If you were traveling on the Gardner, you would have been delayed no more than 10 minutes because of that. It really wasn't that bad. It was just a rolling motorcade. They happen all the time when like dignitaries come to town. Even when the Prime Minister rolls through, they happen. It's not a big deal. Nothing to get twisted up over. And she's adding like $280 million of economic activity to the city. Like, I think that's a fair trade. Boom Production says, sorry, watching Grey Cup. What's going on? What's going on? We shopped for an umbrella. I'm done my bubbly. That's about it. This is a sober stream. Hey, the Argos got the ball back, up 17-10. Arbuckle going deep, and he threw a pick. That was not a good throw. Jumbo TV says the amount of money she's bringing into the city is well worth it. Although small business restaurants are making boatloads because of her, it's a good cost. Yeah, like, I don't hate it. I actually really like the festive atmosphere that it's brought. This is like... The last time a pop star has been this big has been what? Madonna? Michael Jackson? Like, this type of thing doesn't happen very often. Carl Roth says they warned everyone about the traffic during the Taylor Swift concert. Everything was fine. Yeah, I think that's just a whole much ado about nothing. Emma San says, I live behind the Dome, and man, I've seen some crowds, most of them from out of town. Great for business. Yeah, it's fun. There's just people walking around with smiles on their face, dressed up, going out. Like I said, I don't like her music personally, but I like what's happening. Canada Post starts nationwide union strike following unsuccessful negotiations. I know of someone who is leaving on, I think, next Friday, and their passport is in the mail through Canada Post. That sucks. That sucks. Mike T says Taylor Swift and Beyonce both have an army of gatekeepers that won't let anyone say anything negative about them. I don't know. Province-led cities suggest higher cycling rates than Ford government numbers, city staff report. Well, the Ford government doesn't know what facts are. The Beaverton Guide to Toronto for Americans who swiped all the Taylor Swift tickets. Council votes 19-7 to approve the road safety project on Parkside Drive. Good. That asshole Brad Bradford didn't vote for that, though. The motions regarding Bill 212 are up for debate right now. Workers say goodbye to almost empty Ontario Science Centre as repairs get underway. Yeah, why are they repairing it? I thought it wasn't worth fixing or saving. Was this just another smokescreen? What's going on there? Didn't they lay off most of their staff? Oh, this isn't the video I thought it was. Bill 212 protest at Christie Pitts. There'll be another one of these next Saturday, I believe. Jeanette is here. Hi, Boom Productions. Jeanette, thank you for the super on... I got a notification on my phone when I was out that there was a super on one of my videos. Thank you for that, Jeanette, and thank you again, George Stoyles. Oops, George S. Sorry about that. And Riguito. You can tell I'm completely fucking out of it tonight. What is going on, Blog TO? Toronto Home is going for $5.5 million after getting a Scandinavian glow up. It looks like a high-end IKEA home. That's pretty neat. I mean, it doesn't look like someone lives there. It just looks like don't touch anything, don't move anything. But that's a gorgeous... Who can tell me what is wrong with this picture right here? There is something very, very wrong with this living room. Who can tell me, chat? Let's go. What's wrong with this living room? First person to say what's wrong with it gets a thumbs up from me. There's also a little delay in the chat. Marge says TV is too high. Marge, you win. Jellybean says TV is too long. Sheena says TV on the wall. Vivian says TV too high. Julie says TV too high. Yahia says the TV. Canadian Vasily says my neck would break. Cam says that is the perfect height if you're a giraffe. That is a horrible fucking height. Your head would be here, so your eyes would go here. So look at that angle that you would be going like this. Going like this for hours at a time to watch a movie or sport event is called fucking insanity. You're going to need a chiropractor. That is so wrong. Also, this picture is like too wide. JD says TV too high. Yep, Marge got it. Couch is in a bad spot. Actually, I like the couch. I like the sectional. I would go with the round coffee table because everything's so squared off. You want to break that up with something round. But I don't hate it. I hate the really tall like vase on here. But I guess because their TV is so stupidly high. Chris Mill says it's a little too small too. Yeah, they should, from that distance, they should have like an 82 or 77 inch from there. That looks like it's probably a 65, which is too small for being, what, 9-10 feet away? I don't know. Boom Production says floor too low, obviously. I did not know that picture was going to show up. Huge TTC parking lot in Toronto about to close forever ahead of redevelopment. That is a Wilson Station, if I'm not mistaken. That looks just like Wilson Station. That was originally a terminal station. It was extended north in like the 70s, I think. So that parking lot is just a remnant from when it was a terminal station and people used to drive in from the boonies and park there. Julie says, my parents put their TV on top of the entertainment center when it was too big for the built-in part. Drives me nuts. Yeah, those entertainment centers are kind of like a relic from the past too, where they have the cutout that would like perfectly fit your CRT TV. Condo building planned for Toronto keeps getting taller. That looks like Yonge and St. Clair, I think. I think that's... I know that park right there. Is that Bickford Park or something? 5 new nightclubs in Toronto for the next time you want to dance. I'm just reading some of your comments. Shoppers Drug Mart will no longer sell an entire category of products. I think that's electronics. I read somewhere else they were cutting that off. Justin Trudeau pledges to save Toronto's Santa Claus parade. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has vowed to help the cash-strapped Santa Claus parade in Toronto after a fundraising campaign was started to save the 120-year-old holiday tradition. That really sounds more like it should be like a municipal thing, right? Like, obviously, it would be a devastating blow to lose that parade. It's like a national institution, pretty much, or at least an Ontario-wide one. Somebody saved it. Good for him. I think he's trying to lap up whatever few people remaining might consider voting for him, but I don't know. That should be something spearheaded by the city, shouldn't it? Is that is that Trinity College behind him? Is this on Harbor Street or Hubbard Street somehow? Or not Hubbard Street? You know, the street Hubbard Street becomes. I'm having trouble recalling things today. I was walking by Alexandra Park today, and I referred to another neighborhood undergoing a similar revitalization on the East End, and in my head, I couldn't think of the name. I couldn't think of the name of Regent Park. Like, that's how I know I'm like hungover and completely out of it. I can't wait to watch the parade from my super warm home. I had some pretty big live streams on the parade the last few years, so we're gonna look forward to doing one. I think that's. Hey Google, when is the Toronto Santa Claus parade? I think it's on the 26th.
The Toronto Santa Claus parade will take place on Sunday, November 24th, 2024, starting at 12:30.
That's next Sunday. I will see you guys next Sunday afternoon. I probably won't post a video. We'll probably go right to the parade. I think what I'll do, I'll set up near the front of the parade, and then once the parade runs by, I'll get in the subway and I'll go down to Union and I'll do a video going up the parade. Where is it? Yeah, that video only got 25,000 views though. But the live 82,000 views last year and 126,000 views the year before, and we had more viewers on this channel than the official live stream, which was cool. Like way more views than the official live stream. And then someone else pointed out that we had more views than all the other streams combined on the parade. So I don't know why YouTube blessed me with such good fortune, but let's try to do it again this year. Carl Roth says people love the Christmas parade, a tradition. Yeah, I don't know. I think new route for the parade this year will not go down south on Yonge, but University instead, says, hey, let's look that up. There we go. There's the score. The original Santa Claus parade. Where's the route? And will be streamed live and on demand on YouTube for the very first time. Oh, they're putting the stream on YouTube. What was the... I think it was like City TV who did it for them last year or something and streamed it on their YouTube. So we're going to be going head to head with their official YouTube stream this year. Home about... Where's the route? Watch on YouTube. So I have to click watch on YouTube to get the parade map. This is not a very logical website. So we are starts at Christie Pitts. And then it goes along Bloor. At St. George, it goes down to Hoskin. Then it goes around on Avenue, and then it goes down University. Then it goes, what the hell kind of route is this? Were they on crack? It should just make like a giant, maybe there's like construction or something, but look at all the disruptions. Like getting through the city is going to be hell. I mean, it is a major parade, but what a weird parade route. There's got to be construction or other reasons for this, because that doesn't seem very good to me as a route. Best place to be at the Christmas parade, Bloom at Young, says Carl Roth. For me, I'm going to be up near the start. We'll be live streaming. It's because of the Ontario line closure on Queen, etc. Yeah, it had to have been for something like that. Thanks for that. Strides will be dwarfed by a bug network. We'll see. We'll see. If YouTube has the official contract, can they ding you for content copyright? No, Julia, it's their YouTube channel that would be doing it. If I'm on a sidewalk and I'm in public, if they had a permit with the city that granted them like the exclusivity of the entire parade route, they could technically tell you to buzz off. But the problem is, it's a parade, right? Think of all the people with their smartphones and their cameras recording it. If they told me to stop recording, they have to tell every single person in the parade to not pull out their camera, right? So they can't... I would sue the fuck out of them if they did that on principle. Like, you can't do that. You're in a public space, right? You can't have a double standard and tell one person not to record and let other people record. So no, they're not going to do that. They're not going to... I didn't mean that in terms of like going after the Santa Claus parade, but like they can't do that. You're on public property. They would need a permit giving them like exclusive. And even then, all I would have to do is stand in a place where their permit doesn't cover and point the camera at it. And there's nothing they can do. But they're not going to do that. It's like the Santa Claus parade. Like, of course they're going to let people record film. Hell, Boom Productions from the St. Patty's parade, like, encouraged it, right? He invited, like, a lot of us there to record. So, yeah, they're not... I think it's the more the merrier, the more exposure, the better. If you repost your demonetized videos with edits, it depends what's been... usually it's just the music, and I fix the music, and that gets out. Remember last year someone gave Ken a hard time about filming them during the parade? Yeah, I try to, like, be in a spot where we can keep the camera focused on the parade. But if that person had a hard time about it, like, are they going to go to every single person doing this with their phone, like taking pictures and recording it? And like seriously, get a therapist if you take issue with people who have cameras in public, because that's 100% your problem, not the person. Unless they're like, you know, following you around being a creep, in which case, yeah, that's... Hey, did the Argos... No, I just looked over 2nd and 10. But families with their phones aren't earning money on their video, though. Just plain devil's... Mike T, if they're posting on Instagram or any platform, even if they are not monetized, that platform is monetized, right? If you post a picture... So I'm monetized, right? This channel is monetized. If you are not monetized, if you post a video on YouTube, there's no difference. Because YouTube is making money off of that. YouTube has monetized it. If you post a picture on Instagram of something, Instagram is monetized. They sell ads. They make money off of it. So there is no difference between a YouTuber with a monetized channel and Joe Blow, who's not monetized, posting. You're subjected to the same standards, because those are monetized platforms. There is... So yeah, that argument goes right out the window, I think. When I started this channel, truth be told, I was a little bit nervous about that, and I actually paid for some legal advice. Like, can I go around public recording people? Like, what if I put someone in a thumbnail picture? Like, can I do this? And I was more than assured that it's like perfectly valid and we can do this. And of course, like, everyone does it. Like, I'm an idiot. Why did I even, like, I just wanted to make sure, like, it was right before I went full time. I'm like, I just wanted to make sure, like, I couldn't get shot down by some Karen who cried about being in a video, and like I would lose my channel and they would take it down. But I was assured, you know, anything in public is fine. We're good. We don't have to worry about that. I don't know why I just went on that rant, but yeah, it's cool. Greg Keating says everything you can see in public with your eye is fair game for cameras. Yep. But I would say don't follow people. If someone isn't, you know, drawing attention to themselves by like being a street busker or like going on a crazy rampage, if they're just going about their business, don't point a camera at them and focus on them and follow them around. That I would say is crossing the line personally. Don't do that. Like, I try to never put kids in my thumbnails if you can see them clearly. I have my own rules, but that's fine. Question: what if you upload a video and a person sees it and doesn't want to be in the video? What do you do? I've had that happen where they've emailed me and I can go into the YouTube tool and blur them out. YouTube has a face blur feature. I can do that. If they see me recording and they ask not to be in it, I will tell them, as long as they're cool about it and they're polite about it, hey, I appreciate not being in a video. It's happened to me like twice. I'll like make a note and I'll just cut them out of the video. If they're a dick about it, it's up to me. I'm under no obligation to edit my video or take you out. But if someone asks me nicely, I'll generally comply. That's my intention, is to comply. If it's a live stream, I'll just be like, hey, it's live. There's nothing I can do. You know. Carl Roth says, I'm glad the television stations are not being chosen to host the parade. It's not on CTV anymore. I don't know. Kitty M's Canada says that's the decent thing to do. Yeah, like, I get it. Some people just don't want to be seen. But it's honestly happened less times than I can count on one hand. I had one person, I've already told this story, in Thorncliffe Park, go on and on and on about how in their culture it's not okay to film people and put them online. And they wrote me a giant email, and then they complained to YouTube, and YouTube contacted me saying, hey, we got this complaint. And they said they were going to the police. I'm like, it's not your, like, this is Canada. I'm subjected to Canadian law. Like, you don't get to tell me what you do, what I should do here based on the way you do things where you came from. Like, that's ridiculous. But I still complied, and at the end of the day, I still like just blurred the whole fucking scene in YouTube. I'm like, whatever. And I let them know that was totally my decision to do that. I don't know. Phuket Walks. No, that was a different guy. That was like, that happened, that Thorncliffe Park video where I did that happened a long time ago. Johnny Strides, Thorncliffe. Parkdale East Town Center. No, 7 months ago. Where is it? It was Thorncliffe Park. Exploring Flemington Park. Thorncliffe Park. It must have been this one, 2021. There was a scene where we were walking around. Have to deal with it if I did. And it was just some lady. I think it's coming up. And she contacted me on Instagram too, throwing a fit. I think it was right around here. But I just like blurred the whole thing. But it's like, fuck off. You don't get to tell me what to do. I still complied, but like, be nice about it at least. Carl Roth says drug dealers don't want their... But drug dealers are smart enough to like not get in the way of a camera, right? Like they know what's up. They know how to stay in the shadows, I would think. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was around here. It was somewhere in this video. It happened in this video. Unfortunately, I can't find the part where it happened. It might have been... Anyways, it's probably not... All you're going to do is see the screen go blur for a second. Hey, Argos 17, Winnipeg 16. 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Someone... Funny that someone who doesn't believe in having their image taken is in Instagram, which is photos. Families of drug dealers protect them. I don't know. I don't know. If like, you can remember a specific video in 2020. Yeah, it happened. Well, I remember this incident specifically because it was like the only time someone like had a bird at me, like when they contacted me. They sent me a DM on Instagram, they sent me an email, they contacted YouTube was like, hey, we're just letting you know we got this like privacy complaint, and it was like blah blah blah, it doesn't appear to be illegal or anything, because obviously like YouTube would have to take their whole website down if like people could complain about them appearing in videos, right? Anyone who's ever recorded in public would be. And in Canada, you can post anything to social media that you take in public. Anyways, how did we get on this topic? I don't know. Should we do like a viewer phone call or two? And then we can all go and watch the rest of the Grey Cup, or at least that's probably what I'll do. Let me get this thing up and running. If you want to call in to the show, 647-247-3726. We don't have a topic. Let's try to keep things short and sweet. If you've never called in before, go ahead. If you've called in before, go ahead. It's all good. Jellybean says that's not against the YouTube community guidelines. Go back to Thorncliffe Park tomorrow. Hey, we've got a phone call. Hello there.
Johnny Stride.
That's me. Who are we speaking with?
That's you. This is an old school name, buddy. See if you remember. This is Mad Attack.
Mad Attack? Where have you been?
Yeah, man.
What happened to you?
Well, you know, work, job changed, life changed a little bit back in whatever that was, 2021 or something, a few years ago.
Yeah, if you asked me, do you remember this name? I'd be like, maybe 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
I remember. How's it going?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad.
And you're calling from a 917 area code. Where is that?
905.
Oh.
It's I'm in Mississauga, man. Near your old neck of the woods.
Where in Mississauga?
Well, actually, this is what got me back into things, man. I was just flipping around, and you remember a video you did, I don't know, about a few months ago, where you said it was called Mississauga Live?
Yep, I think so.
And you started at McDonald's.
Oh, that was on Aaron Mills Parkway, I think, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, when I saw that, I was like, no way, that looks really familiar. Like, dude, if I stood on my balcony and yelled stumbles, you probably would have heard me.
Awesome. Yeah, that's that area has not really changed in like from when I grew up there like 30, 40 years ago. It's crazy. That plaza was there with the Swiss Chalet and like the limos parked in front.
Yeah.
Like the mall is obviously undergoing I don't know, it was like dead to the world when I was there. They're doing something with it, but
Yeah, dude, man, remember when Target invaded Canada, right? That's when they sort of, you know, demoed that mall. They took away half of it at the back there with Zellers and,
yeah.
you know, how Target worked out, so.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, that was a Kmart, and then it was a Zellers. And South Common had like a Zellers too, I think. So it was really weird. That was another tiny little mall. I don't know if that's still there. I think it is.
And yeah, South Common's still here. It's just a little further down Aaron Mills, right? It's got a Walmart there and a No Frills. Good Life Gym, stuff like that. So yeah, no, I saw you when you decided to walk. You went south though, and I'm on that street just to the north.
Yeah, I think
So I was
I'm.
like, no way.
I eventually made my way up to Dundas. I think I had to.
Yeah, you went around the back way there and sort of the back streets behind the mall. I'm not even familiar with that area, man. I've been here like 17 years, and I've never watching you walk behind the mall into those streets. I've never seen that before. That was kind of cool, man. It's like shit.
Cool. Well, I'd hate to put you on the spot, but do you have a joke for us?
I kind of a lame one, man.
Sure, let's go for it.
What did the triangle say to the circle?
You got me.
Man, you're pointless.
It's very very G-rated, but we'll take it.
Well, you know how it is, right? So.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen, no, like, dude, that number that's showing up on your phone, hang on to that. And next time you come in anywhere, I mean, you were down at Clarkson at the GO station
Yep.
a little while ago, too. Next time you're in the hood, man, like, give a ring to that number. Dude, I'll walk around with you. That's awesome.
All right, I might
I couldn't believe it when I saw that, man. McDonald's, no shit.
Hey, touchdown Argos. Sweet.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I've been watching that back and forth.
Dijon Brissette. I did yeah, I might end up going to like Clarkson and doing a live stream walking over to Port Credit or something. I did that a few years ago. It was fun. But,
Yeah, I remember you seeing that one.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in, and yeah, a little blast from the past.
Yeah, for sure. All right, cheers, man. Give a call if you're in this neighborhood again. That's
All right, cool. Take care.
All right, cheers.
All right, bye. Friendly viewer from Mississauga calling in. And Toronto Argonauts 23, Winnipeg Jets 16. Man, should I go downtown? Will there be like a celebration? Where would people congregate for like an Argos victory? I don't know, but it's not quite a major championship, but it's still a good one we'll take. Hey, we got another phone number calling in. Hello there.
Hi, Johnny.
Hi, who are we speaking with?
Liberty Tree.
Liberty Tree calling in again from the US of A.
Yep.
What's up with you tonight? Oh, I said Winnipeg Jets. Oops.
What's that?
No, sorry. I said Winnipeg Jets. It's the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. That probably went right over your head since we're talking Canadian hand egg.
Yeah. It's been a pretty lousy few days for me. I don't know.
Did you watch the UFC last night?
I think I did. I don't know. I think I did actually.
Because that was that was at Madison Square Gardens, kind of near your neck of the woods.
Yeah, that's. I think Trump was there.
Yep, Trump. John Jones like gave him his belt and did like the Trump dance when he won. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, it was really funny.
All right, I'm gonna put you on the spot. You're gonna have to tell us a short story, made up or real, within a minute. And we're gonna have to guess if it was real. We're gonna have to guess if it was real or made up.
I don't know. Sorry, I don't know anything.
All right, that's all good. Liberty Tree. I like putting people on the spot. It's one of my asshole qualities, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for calling in, and yeah, we're only gonna do the stream till like maybe just after 9:30. We might have one or two more callers. But any last words, Liberty Tree?
No, just we love you, Johnny. We love your streams, and yeah, keep doing it.
All right, thanks a lot. Feel free to call in anytime. I'll be sure to put you on the spot again. Thanks a lot.
All right.
All right, take care.
Bye.
To the people asking if this is my real phone number, no, it's not. This is just a bullshit number I made using a free account on this phone. We've got a 289 number calling. Hello there.
Hi, Johnny.
Hi, who are we speaking with?
Wesley Torres.
Wesley Torres, how's it going?
Good.
And you're calling from 289. Where is 289?
I don't know. I just when I tried to use my main phone number, it just doesn't work. So I just went on an app that can access to call you.
Oh, so you're in Toronto though, right? I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm in Rhode Island.
Oh, Rhode Island. Whoa, I'm way off. What brings a Rhode Islander to a Toronto-based channel?
Yeah. Wait, what are you saying again? Sorry. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, what you said?
Yeah, I think there's a bit of an echo with. Do you have the volume on in the background?
I think so. Let me see. Is there an echo now?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit better. So you're calling from Rhode Island. That reminds me of like a. Did you ever watch Seinfeld?
I have watched Family Guy.
Oh, well, that's not at all the same. But there was an episode where Jerry had to look after like Miss Rhode Island and her doves, and it was pretty hilarious.
I feel like people think that Quahog is a real city, but it's not.
Oh, Quahog is set in Rhode Island. And
No, it's not a real city.
it's not a real city. So I'm gonna put you on the spot. Do you have a joke for us, Wesley?
No, but I got something to tell you.
Sure, go ahead.
Real or fake? This one guy just traveled from Niagara Falls to Toronto and made a live stream. Can you guess who it is?
Me?
Correct.
All right, that's
It's real.
Awesome. Made that a little bit easy, but I appreciate it. Thanks for calling in, Wesley. We're gonna do one more caller, guys. Thank you, Wesley. One more caller. Next person in 647-247-3726. And then I'm gonna watch the Argos bring home a championship for the city. Go Argos. 647-247-3726. Final caller. Mike T says the calls tonight are interesting. Can we do relationship questions next week? Elaborate on that. I don't even know what that means. Relationship is another word for friendship. Hey, the Argos got the ball back. Woo! Sorry, Winnipeg Blue Bomber fans. I'm assuming you're all Jets fans too. Doesn't look like it's your night. The boys in blue with, I think he started off as their third string quarterback this year. Getting it done. And we've got a 416 caller to wrap things up. Hello there.
Hello. I'm calling from Toronto.
Does your name start with the letter Q?
Q? No, but it's close.
Yeah, I figured. What's up? This is our newest moderator, Vasily. What's up?
Nothing much. Hit me with the on the spot.
I'm just gonna be
What's
quiet.
that?
We're gonna have some awkward silence. How's that?
Yeah, that works.
Are you watching the Argos tonight?
Not at the moment, but I'm a little busy watching some guy taking phone calls on the YouTube.
Well, there's 6:22, but the way Canadian football works is that last minute can really, really be an entire game in itself. Jellybean says banned. Mark S says Doug Ford. Yeah, we haven't had Doug Ford call in a while. Boom Production says Vasily got him to 400 subs. Congrats, Boom Productions. Jollykin says you wanted Jellybean to call in. Maybe next week. She was a little slow on the draw this week. Squeaky Wheel says hi. Do you have anything to share with us tonight, Vasily?
Well, I'll be there at the Santa Claus parade this year, so maybe you'll see me.
Yeah, I think last year, like a lot. I think I even saw Harjot there. A lot of people showed up. Henry was there, of course. I think.
Yeah,
Ken...
I was there last year too, but I just didn't have a YouTube channel, so
yeah,
no one knew me.
Yeah, with that kind of stream for me, yeah, you're better off doing your own thing because I can't I'm just trying to follow the chat the whole time. It's going by so crazy. It's really, it's not a good stream to snipe because like I can't pay attention to anything but like the chat. Like say hi if you see me, but
yeah, I'll be watching it on my own, not interacting with anyone else really.
yeah. Crikey says my impersonation of Doug Ford bike lanes suck. I'm going to spend 48 million removing them. Yeah, so we can spend another more than that putting them back in as soon as that asshole kicks the bucket. But
Jeff, the green belt is gone, so I don't know.
Yeah, well,
It's whatever.
Do you have any final words for us, Vasily?
After this amazing stumble stream, you could watch my tree lighting at Canada's Wonderland.
Canada's Wonderland on Canadian Destination Toronto.
Destination Vasily, yep.
Oh, Destination Vasily, you changed it.
No, it's Destination Toronto.
All right.
You can watch like the last 10 minutes, I think, is the actual interesting part.
Cool. We'll take a look, but I'm unfortunately the Grey Cup is calling me right now.
Oh,
Jeremy says the Winnipeg coach is former Argo Mike O'Shea. Remember when Pinball Clemens was the coach? Of, the guy with like the most permanent drawn-on smile ever, like probably the happiest, friendliest human being to ever live, Mike Clemens. But that's neat. Jordan Younger, defensive coordinator. Well, thanks for calling in, Vasily.
Yeah.
The football's starting to steal my attention, but I hope you have a good night and feel free to call in anytime.
Sure.
All right.
Have a good night.
Cheers.
Bye.
That was our newest moderator, Canadian Vasily. I have put the iPhone 15 into airplane mode. I'm gonna make myself dinner, probably reheat or heat up a chili that my mom made me that's in the freezer. I've been having too much smoothies lately. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Sorry it was a little bit of a weird subdued stream. I'm extremely hungover today and just finally coming out of it. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank all the mods. I want to thank everyone who sent support. I don't know. I'll probably post a video tomorrow morning on the Strides channel. I don't know when I'll go live next. And the Argos just hit a 14-yard field goal. Sweet. They're up 27-16. That's 2 scores. But 5 minutes and 11 seconds in the Canadian Football League is an eternity. So Zach Kolarov and the boys can still do some bad. Don't forget the hot sauce for your chili, Johnny. Night, night. All right, thanks, Phuket Walk, Marge, Gertej, Derek C., Gillian Fox, Sheena, Jellybean, Jollykins, Jeanette, Chris Mills, Yahia, and everyone else. Thank you to our mods. I see Vivian there as well. Jeremy P. Go Argos. The next time we live stream will hopefully be a championship city once again. Although the Argos and FC are clearly not at the same level that the Jays, Raptors, or Leafs would be, but we'll take it. We'll take it. It's pretty cool. All right. Thanks, guys, and I will catch you in the